How you doing? Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Yep, I'm pretty well caught up on things. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every Ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a
What did you
glorified
need?
bodyguard.
A good team all...
She's the one in charge around here. And she's also one of the council of governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. Still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? Former soldier, huh? Yeah, they say war changes people forever. Makes me sad, the thought of soldiers who come home and don't fit in anymore. The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should help narrow things down.
I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
Okay, give me just a minute here.
Another day, another shift.
Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah, let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace, what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman, I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
You know if you go out there with no helmet on, your head will totally explode. True story.
Problem?
There's such a mountain of work, I could really use a hand. But I don't want to inconvenience anyone. I look like I work here, right? Couple of patients, just need a moment. Oh, I've seen much worse. All right then. Couldn't call her. Take care of yourself.
If you need assistance, please see Ari Miller at the desk.
Need to make sure those files are backed up.
I have performed a cursory scan of the
Mind your step.
Whatever you do, don't let anyone in here sneeze on you.
Every new alien pathogen
Perhaps we should consider not staying long
Mind your step.
or breathing deeply.
I don't mean to be rude, but unless this is a medical emergency, please get someone else to help you. Yes, what do you want? I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visits. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules. No.
Flexibility clearly is not one of...
I'm a busy man, so make it. I suppose if nobody else found out. Interesting proposition. All right, that's enough. I can see. I suppose I could make an exception. This will get you in. I do hope you.
I have never required... Did you hear that? Come then. Meet your death!
to warn you. I've had more than enough time to prepare for this.
These crystals must be valuable to have warranted such an elaborate mining operation. Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters. We are triumphant. Yes, you need... If there's anything you need...
I am opening fire. I am taking damage.
Best not to leave. No matter how complex, robot behavior is programmed and therefore predictable. I find that reassuring. Spending time in a geode in space was not on my to-do list today, but it is very impressive. like this can be an excellent way to conceal the presence of an illegal operation. I should know. They have anything of...
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it. You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. Now, I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here and leave me.
Well, either we press on or we turn back. Your call.
Here to shoot the breeze?
Astra are sometimes spotted by the bar.
Better this than being some dust ring.
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Hey there, Deputy. Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think you're like an Ashton. So, did you get any more? Oh, come to Daddy, you sweet little piece of technology. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest to me, Deputy.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
This won't take long.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Yeah, well, you might have to. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
How can you be so critical when you have done nothing to help?
This is Freestar Ranger business. I'll thank you to stay out of it.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. I can understand that. He can be uncompromising, but he looks after his people.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant. And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger Macmillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Freestar Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. Then you'd better go prepared for a fight. These are experienced mercenaries we're talking about. The factory was on Arcturus 2. Make sure you come back alive, Deputy.
If you have questions before you head out, ask the Marshal.
Could we talk? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance. You seem... I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, you have certainly been. If I may... No, I do not. Many of the other. I have not shared. Why should I be? For those that Vladimir's the. I lack his charm. Of course. I know this seems by a group. And yet here we are discussing. I wanted to thank you. I know that it would have been to some. Thank you.
Be ready for a fight, W.
Fine.
This'll be a quick, clean kill. Enemy trap has been. Your shields have been knocked out. Excellent work. Nothing personal. I'm taking you out. Enemy has lost the grab drive. Captain, they are a decent trade. Target engines have been disabled.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time. Leave it to humans to find inventive new ways to kill each other. At least they realize these mechs were a step too far.
Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
Eyes on hostile!
Take your best shot. There was no other way for Dwind. Are you prepared to die? I will have your head!
and succeed at that before we are discovered.
First Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the First Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. This means you.
Enemy sighted!
Spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something. Bring it!
Walking out of here.
I cannot wait to kill you.
You can't hope to win. You should have given up.
One might imagine the Freestar Collective was still producing mechs, right up until the last minute.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the Freestar.
This whole place is a testament to how devastating the war was, how determined both sides were to claim victory.
You're not walking out of here. Take what you must.
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, I know, because I'm the one who let... You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us even when victory was within our grasp.
Do not assume you know what others have or have not experienced. And none of it...
You don't know me, so don't preach to me about what I do or don't have the right to do. You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain bullet. But if you still want the truth... Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space. Sure I did. The money was good, but the payback was the real reward. If I could avenge my men, make some credits, and eventually expose a member of the council, well... That, my friend, is my definition of justice. Don't bother.
Be ready for another fight.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut up when the next war comes. And it will come. Now my unit's waiting for me. And I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
I've got you! I'm hit! Range for!
I am more than willing to help you carry anything that has use, or is of considerable value.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Run, Hope.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and
Very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious
Keep an eye on your
quotas.
valuables.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news? Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense. Well, that's one hell of an accusation, Deputy. That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
I can see you're upset. Allow me to explain. And you'll see that there were very good reasons for what I had to do. The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, and it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off. When we made it, turns out our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
You sit on the Council of Governors. You betrayed the very people you are supposed to represent.
I wish there'd been another way. But I had to play the hand I was dealt. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job, and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hotech.
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the blood of their compatriots.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, and of course, we'll both agree to forget about my... Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. You'll have destroyed far more lives than I did. I'll make myself. I won't let you jeopardize. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You have overestimated your position, Mr. Hope.
Absolutely. Consider it over. It's ancient history. You've already taken care of the first, and I, from now on, I'll dedicate myself to look. As for you, you're a hero, Deputy. You've saved this company and ensured a bright future for our employees and their families. You can count on me, Deputy. You'll find that my word's as reliable as every ship that leaves this factory. Now, I'm sure the Marshal is waiting. I won't keep you any longer. Farewell, Deputy. You've done good work today. Oh, and since we're agreed that discretion is in order, I'll I'll take that slate from you now.
You missed the tour? Yeah. Listen, Yeah, bye already.
Enjoy your visit, if you'll excuse me. I am on duty.
If more and more people flock to the Freestar Collective, does that not just make it more like the United Colonies?
Hey there.
You looking for a bounty? Trackers Alliance can help. If you think you can... we post jobs to... You have trouble fighting... Whatever. Mission boards are where organizations like the Trackers Alliance post job. You'll usually find them not too far from spaceports. Yeah, bye.
Are you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy?
Welcome to... Thanks for choosing Chunk.
It is almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of this existence.
Rangers?
What time is it? The rock is surprisingly well fortified.
Well, hey there.
A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the first was taken? Makes my heart heavy to hear that. There was a time he was a great leader and a hero of the Freestar Collective. It's too bad. Still, it's hard to escape the feeling you cured the symptom, but not the disease. They were mercenaries, and that means someone hired them. Now they can just hire someone else and pick up where they left off. The whole thing just feels unresolved. A temporary victory at best. Couldn't ask any more of you than that. While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Welcome. Beautiful.
Great job, Ranger!
More missions on the board. Never